Row 8 here in Sepang.
The warm-up lap begins here in Malaysia then. We have got...
And I wanted to hear from Mick. Mick, what's it like to race here in these temperatures?
Well, Simon, you've done it. It's, you know, I think you've got to prepare yourself and you've got to prepare for cold, hot or whatever. So for me, it was never...
For Malaysian motorsport, a proud day for Hafiz Syahrin and his family and friends gathered here at the Sepang International Circuit.
Well, at the moment, Matt, the sun is shining and 100...
Just 1 year ago when he started from 7th and finished in 4th place. And although he was penalised those 6 grid places yesterday, Marq Marquez still the top Honda on the grid, believe it or not.
There's Marq Marquez. He's just got Dani Pedrosa up alongside him at the moment. Rossi it is that still leads. Zarco is up behind him. We're now looking back at... Oh, Marquez and Dani Pedrosa touch.
Marquez versus Dovizioso. How many times have we said that over the last 18 months in the MotoGP World Championship? Marquez then bringing up the inside of Dovizioso on the brakes into turn number 9. Still Rossi though. I think that was him reacting to the Marquez mistake. Hafiz Syahrin, the good news for Malaysian fans, I was about to say, there was no jump start, so what a launcher, what an aggressive first lap from the home crowd.
Just avoiding action. Did he grab a handful of brake maybe? Who knows, but...
You're right, guys. It's his reaction.
Yeah.
Like, automatically you put a bit of input into the bars to avoid, but when you're on the edge of the tyre, it's enough to make it let go.
Non Andrea Dovizioso, that's a battle we've seen plenty of times before. He gets into the slipstream now. Further back, there's Rins, Petrucci, there is Bautista, Maverick Vinales, and in 11th place still, Hafiz.
The 3 in front of him at this stage of the race, in theory, should have the slightly better grip. That soft rear tyre would have got up to temperature a little bit quicker. They should have the extra grip right now in this phase of the race. Marquez, Zarco and Rossi. Season best 4th place, replacing the man we just saw on your screens, Jorge Lorenzo.
All over the tail, we're on board with Vinales, desperate to find a way past fellow Spaniard Bautista, but can...
Quite clearly, Maverick Vinales, Andrea Dovizioso and Marq Marquez. Valentino Rossi and Johan Zarco, though, are still making the early running here. Maverick Vinales has got so much work to Honda, and he thought, well, I've got to do something about it. And as Simon said, the input with his body through the handlebars, it just meant that he crashed out of contention. A real shame for Andrea Iannone. His teammate Alex Rins at the second, faster than Miller on the Marq Marquez Ducati. And you can see Miller's just fallen into the clutches of Andrea Dovizioso as well. So this hot early pace, Jack Miller struggling to run it. Dovizioso picks his pocket in the...
Carol Abraham, confirmation on your screen there. Rossi it is that leads. It's just under 4 tenths now. It's come down. Zarco has just started to reel in Valentino Rossi.
Oh, it's a mechanical, yeah. I was just about to say that. Petrucci also now proving a bit of an obstacle for Vinales, although he has just taken that 8th place, although Petrucci's just struck straight back, so there's a real good fight going on there between Petrucci and Vinales. And Marquez Rossi showdown again. That's going to be super tight between Pedrosa and Jack Miller, the pair of them leaning on each other. Dani Pedrosa then picks up another place. He goes up now into 5th place. Fato has been tyre durability, managing the tyre wear. Tends to, in the final 5 or 6 laps, run out of rear grip as Valentino Rossi. Big load of wheel spinners, Dovizioso engaged in a real big fight. Claw it back with 14 laps in the corner left to go here in Malaysia.
Hafiz Syahrin is still in 11th place and he's pretty comfortable there as well. Across the line for Rossi then. The 201 after Iannone's departure at turn 15. He's now got some clear air and a chance to close in on Dani Pedrosa, who's having a good ride here in 4th place.
Well, his bike was on fire in the pit lane. Marquez a fraction slower by a whisker, 201.147. Zarco a fraction slower than Marquez at 201.156. Just 200ths between that, just underlines how crucial those 4 DNS were for Andrea Dovizioso in Jerez, in Le Mans, in Barcelona, and 3 weeks ago in the Twin Rim Motegi, where his faint World Championship hopes were completely
as you were into turn 15, under braking, Marq Marquez really is making up a lot of time, putting a lot of force and energy into that front tyre, as Marq Marquez always does. But as we come...
But it was Valentino Rossi. The doctor made the dream start. Look how much drive Rossi got off the line. He must have dumped that clutch the millisecond the lights went out, because corner entry too, Jack Miller, so he's dropped back through the pack quite dramatically, quite alarmingly. He was 3rd on the first lap, was Jack Miller, fighting with this man, Johan Zarco. Marq Marquez last time around, half a second quicker than Johan Zarco. So the Frenchman at the moment, he can't live with this electric pace being set by Rossi. Zarco, he's got
baking hot here in Malaysia.
Hafiz Syahrin